New Tuesdays at 10 on Discovery.
Welcome to CNN Newsroom. I'm Sara Sidner in New York. Jessica Dean has tonight off. Tonight in the Middle East, we are learning more on the timing for Hamas to start releasing Israeli hostages currently being held captive in Gaza. This is all part of the latest ceasefire agreement. Aid has started arriving in Gaza as tens of thousands of Palestinians begin making their way home, many arriving to find a scene like you are seeing there, their lives, their homes destroyed. U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff crediting President Trump for brokering the first phase of the ceasefire deal. And in Ukraine, President Volodymyr Zelensky said the latest news from the Middle East is a reason for his country to hope for an end to the Russian-Ukraine war. Zelensky posting on social media about a call with President Trump today, which he described as, quote, very positive and productive. I want to bring in CNN senior White House reporter Kevin Liptak. Kevin, what, first of all, do you know about what happened, what the discussions were between Zelensky and Trump on this latest phone call?
Yeah, and according to Zelensky, it was positive. And it's interesting because this now, the Ukraine war, is the conflict that remains on President Trump's plate. He has had success in Gaza, but this conflict in Ukraine has been the frustrating one for him, you know, dating back to when he entered office. And on their phone calls, Zelensky sort of made the suggestion that his success in Gaza could lead to momentum in ending the war in his country, saying that if a war can be stopped in one region, then surely other wars can be stopped as well, including the Russian war. And that does echo what I've been hearing from administration officials over the last couple of days, is that the president's success in the Middle East could potentially lend some new grist to his attempts to end the conflict in Ukraine. How exactly and how specifically that occurs, I think, remains to be seen, because until this point, Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, has shown no willingness to ease up in Ukraine. The president's attempts to broker a three-way meeting between himself, Zelensky, and Putin have essentially gone nowhere. The other topic that I think these two men will have discussed is Zelensky's request for these long-range Tomahawk missiles that would allow Ukraine to penetrate much deeper into Russia. The president said last week that he had sort of made a decision on whether to supply those to Ukraine, but that he wanted to know more about what Kyiv planned to do with them. And so an important point of conversation between these two men as the president continues to try and resolve that conflict.
Give us some sense of what the White House is saying now as President Trump prepares to leave to head to Israel, as these hostages are expected